very, very excited about this job. This has been a dream job. Just like Max said, this has been my dream job. Missouri is a special place for me. Born and raised, always looked at this as the pinnacle of college baseball, being able to coach at the University of Missouri. So again, if I get emotional, please excuse that for a little bit. But let me start, feel very blessed, starting with my family. Wife, Diane, she's my rock. Couldn't have done everything that I was able to accomplish without her, I guarantee you that. And then my kids who are just outstanding. My son Cole, my daughter Whitley, daughter Briley, and daughter Carly. So I wanted to lead with that because I knew that would be the toughest thing for me to get through right there. But I'm very honored, very humbled to be standing before you as the head baseball coach at the University of Missouri. All the storied tradition here, the rich tradition of Missouri baseball. I'm excited to be just a part of that. And we alluded to it earlier. 3 coaches in the last 79 years. That's a lot to live up to, a lot to stack up to. But I look at it as a blessing. I look at it as an opportunity to bounce ideas off of Coach Jameson, Coach McCarter. We've already talked. To be able to use those as a resource and to find out things that we can do better, and also to make sure that I don't do the things wrong in this program. But absolutely big shoes to fill. Before I get too far, I want to express my deepest gratitude to President Middleton, the Board of Curators, Interim Chancellor Foley, Athletic Director Mac Rhodes, and the entire search committee. It was a tough process, I can guarantee you that. This guy put me through the ringer, and it was tough. But it made me a better person. It made me understand how committed that he is to the University of Missouri and their baseball program. And I'm extremely grateful and very appreciative of this opportunity, and I do not take that lightly. So I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, what is it that's going to define the Missouri program, the Missouri baseball program, to be specific? There's 4 cornerstones that every time I've taken over a program that I hang my hat on these 4 cornerstones. Faith, number 1. And when I talk about faith, I talk about the core values of our players, the integrity, the character that I want our players to represent. Self-worth, purpose, respect. Those are very important in our program. That's where we're going to start. It's not going to start out there on the field with ground balls and throwing batting practice. It's going to start right there internally, and that's something that we're going to be extremely strong in, the faith that we believe that we can do anything. And Mac, he was off by about 3 years probably. I probably should have been playing about 2 years. That's about what my talent level was. So very fortunate, got very lucky there. But family is extremely important to me. I'm talking in our program, our players, our guys are going to appreciate their personal family, and they're going to make them part of the program. We want to try to get as many people involved in the program as possible, and it starts with their family. And then it reaches out into the family in this community in Columbia. We're going to reach deep into the community. As a baseball program, as a head coach, my family, we're going to get deep into the community here. And we're going to be very, very blessed and very happy to be here. But it starts with that baseball family when we talk about going out and winning ball games on the field. It's going to start with our baseball family. And we're going to do it together. We're going to do it as a team. These guys are going to what we're going to be able to put aside, we're going to be able to put aside our personal pride and our personal preferences, and we're going to be able to help that guy next to us. And that's what good teams are all about. We're here because of education. That's number 3. And I talk about education in the classroom. I've never coached a team or had a team that's underachieved academically, and I guarantee you this team will not underachieve academically. They will be the best that they can possibly be, and that's something that's stressed every single day, and they will be good in the classroom. The education on the baseball field, that's where I start getting comfortable. I'm very comfortable when I'm out there between the lines. Not as comfortable here, but I'm very comfortable when I get out between the lines. and they're going to have the best baseball education that you can possibly have anywhere in the country. And I promise you that. I promise you that our staff will be very, very well prepared every single day, and I promise that they will deliver what we need to deliver every single day to help these guys grow. And then the last piece of this, the fourth cornerstone, is service. I want our guys to know what service is all about. We're going to serve in the community, but we're going to really get good at serving one another and helping that guy next to you be the best that he can be. They're going to hold each other accountable. It starts in the locker room with your players holding each other accountable. They're going to be a very good group at being able to do that. And that's where we're going to start. And how are we going to do it? We're basically going to do it one day at a time. We know that everybody out there in college baseball or whatever sport you're in, the one constant factor is time. Everybody has the same amount of time. We're going to use ours very efficiently, and we're never going to take it for granted, and we're going to make sure that every minute that we have is focused, and it's focused preparation every single day. We talk about commitment to excellence. That's our model. That's been my model for every team. I've had a guy that played 4 years for me at Vianney, and then all of a sudden I ended up at Southeast, and he had to play another 4 years, and he had to hear the same thing every single day: commit to excellence. In our minds, committing to excellence, it's not about being the best. It's about being the best you, and we're going to get the most out of every player in our program, and they are going to be the best them that they can possibly be. I will encourage that. I will motivate them. I will inspire them to be the best that they can be. But we will be committed to excellence. And I'm a firm believer that you can't be committed to excellence if you're not committed in every part of your life. And that's why it starts in the classroom. That's why it starts out in the community. And that's why it's going to continue onto the baseball field, because we're going to make sure that we are committed in all those phases of our life, every single phase in our life. We're not going to walk by and just look at something and say, you know what, that trash is sitting there on the field, and just walk by it and not pick it up. Those are the little things that we're going to talk about. Those are the little things that we're going to establish in the program. And what we need is complete buy-in from this group of guys. And I haven't had a whole lot of time to really connect with the guys yet. Obviously, there's 35 guys there, and there's been some texts kind of exchanged and very positive things. And I hope they're as excited when we get out there and they get ran through the ringer on the first day of how hard we're going to work in this program. So we need that complete buy-in. We need a total commitment to our program. What's it look like? I use an acronym, FACES. It's the faces in our program. That's what our program is going to look like. The F stands for fight. You'll find a team that will never give up, that will never think that they're out of the game, whether we're down by 6 runs in the ninth. We're going to have complete faith, and we're going to have a lot of fight in our program. Attitude, it has to be positive all the time. I got my first tour through the facilities here last night, and got a chance to see this. If you can't be proud of the University of Missouri and the facilities that we're providing to our student athletes, then there's something wrong. That attitude should be positive. They're very fortunate to be able to walk into that clubhouse, to walk into that locker room, and share this with one another. Consistency. We will be consistent. Every single day we're going to work hard, and we're going to make sure that we stay the course. There's going to be ups and downs, but we're going to stay the course. Effort. Our effort will be unmatched. You'll see it by the way we play on the field. Nobody will out-hustle us. Nobody will outwork us, and nobody's going to be tougher than us in the country. And that's going to start in the weight room early when we get here, and it's going to continue over into the baseball field. And then the last thing, I always come back to this, because this has been the staple of every program that I've ever coached, and it's service. And we talk about servant leadership. I will model the servant leadership every single day. I'm going to give you what you need every single day. I'm going to be present for you. I'm going to be listening. I'm going to be helping you to build that total person. And one of the things going through this process, talking to the search committee, talking to Mac, whenever it talks about developing the total person, and that's what I truly believe results in winning. And it's every place that I've been, that's what's resulted in winning, is we've developed a total person. And they know that they're more than a player for me, they're a person. And that's how we treat them in our program. There's a lot of discipline and there's a lot of respect. And when you can continue to do things like that, a lot of good things can happen for you. So it's time to get started. What I really want to say is we're going to get started as quick as we can. We want to get a staff in place. The outpour of applicants for this staff, it's been unbelievable in the last 24 hours. I came in with a mindset that I had a staff and I had a really good staff, but after getting put through the ringer and knowing what it really takes to make sure you get the right guy, that's exactly what we're going to do with this staff. We're going to go through and make sure that those original guys that I had planned on our staff, that they are the best guys. And they're excellent guys, but we're going to check every single person out there and build that coaching chemistry just like we're trying to build team chemistry, and we're going to make sure that we have the right staff. And it's going to be an excellent staff to play for, and our players should be extremely excited about the staff that we're getting ready to put together. Our players, that's the next thing that has to happen, and it's those two are not in order. The players are the most important, people are the most important, and I'm going to make sure that our players understand where we're at in this process and how the process is going to move forward. I want to get connected to the former players. I think that's extremely important. What a rich tradition of baseball here. The 3 first-round draft picks, 10 major leaguers. That's a rich tradition of baseball. Not many people can say that they've had that, and the success that the guys that are in the big leagues are having, just extremely outstanding. And I want to connect very quickly with that group of guys and bring them in our program. Make sure that they know that they have input into the program. And last, the community. This is something that myself, my wife and family have been very big, and we want to be very relevant out in the community. We want to go out and serve. We want to do a lot of things in the community. We want to build excitement in the baseball program. And we know that there's going to be ups and downs through this, and I pray that everybody stays the course with us, because it's going to happen. There's some things that we got to take care of first, but it's going to happen, and we're going to be very relevant in the SEC. And when I talk about competing in the SEC, I have ultimate confidence that this program is going to rise to the top. It's going to be a prominent program in the SEC, and I've never jumped into anything without the mindset that the final prize out there could be accomplished. And this is a place, this is a group of guys that we're going to start, and we're going to start building it right now. But this is a program that's going to find itself in the College World Series. I want to thank everybody for coming out, and I really appreciate the opportunity to address everybody, but I appreciate it.